while we have charged the teachers with the greatest responsibility of shaping and molding the destinies of the future generation, I feel we are not sufficiently compensating them by way of proper emoluments and satisfactory conditions of work. I can assure you on my behalf and on behalf of the government that we will strive to improve the conditions of the great teachers so that they can play a more important part in shaping the lives of the youth of the country, who will be the builders of the country tomorrow. In our country, we have the age old tradition of reverence for the acharyas. In fact, next to the parents, the teacher is accorded the higher honor, and the majority of our teachers in the past have taken to their work with a missionary spirit, and in spite of heavy odds and adverse circumstances, they have devoted themselves hearts and soul to the task of building a national educational system suited to the aspirations of our people. It has been well recognized that the educational system is to be reconstructed so as to meet the challenges of today. So much so, we cannot pursue old methods in the changed situation. If we want to build a brighter and better India, we must make a beginning by having better individuals, and this task is placed squarely on the shoulders of the teachers. Generally, there is a feeling that the best talents are attracted to other professions in view of the fact that there is a lack of adequate recognition of the importance of the teaching profession to the extent to which it ought to have. This is stated to be responsible for the deterioration in educational standards. Therefore, one should realize that there is a direct relationship between the educational standards and the importance of teaching profession. Unless the talents are attracted to the profession of teaching, there cannot be any improvement in the educational standards. We should also remember that democracy demands discipline on the part of citizens. Unless and until there is discipline, nothing can be achieved. We have to remember time and again that education is the greatest and most powerful instrument of social and economic change by which a democracy establishes, maintains, and protects the spirit of equality among its members. The responsibility for making a provision for good education of the children and youth rests ultimately on the society. It must therefore take the necessary steps to see that the best producers of the educational system get into the teaching profession. This implies that society should give the recognition and honor to its teachers and also provide them with reasonable conditions of work and service and adequate academic freedom to leave to them proper scope, initiative, creativity, and spirit of experimentation. If it is so, there is no doubt that it will have good teachers to begin with and ultimately good education for our youth. There is an intimate relationship between the compensate and dedication of the teaching community on the one hand and the society's awareness of its responsibilities towards the teaching community on the other. The history of education all over the world has shown that as the material rewards of teachers are alleviated, it becomes possible to recruit into the profession individuals of quality and with more extended professional training. It is therefore necessary that we should provide to those who are in the teaching side and those who are likely to join the professional training in a variety of fields covered by their day-to-day job. I would again like to assure you that the government will do whatever is possible in the matter of achieving this objective